What's going on, guys? And welcome back to the Will's World. A 27-year-old correctional officer by the name of Tina Gonzalez was sentenced to 7 months in jail for having sex with a male inmate and providing him with a cell phone. Also sneaking in alcohol and drugs. Okay, and of course, the way that they found out that she was doing these things was probably from some hating motherfucker that wasn't getting none out the chick, and he was just like, well, I'm gonna tell on him, because that's what they said. It was from another inmate that gave a tip that she was doing these things. Okay, so that's just how that go. So, yeah, man, but I wanted to, do this topic here, just to shed light on my opinions on the opposite sex, whether it be male or female, male working in a female penitentiary or a female working in a male penitentiary. My thoughts on that is, when you think about the dangers as far as like a female working in a male prison where you have male rapists, you have male pedophiles, you have males that are very violent, and for her to actually pick that profession, for one, to be working in the prison, and for her to agree to working in a male facility, that tells you that should be alarming right there. That's a telltale sign that you may be dealing with somebody that that screws are not completely tightened, you know. Because when we really look at the true definition of a sexual predator is somebody, that basically commits a sexual offense, and they're more likely to commit another one, because of the fact that it's actually been proven that it's a mental disorder. So, I bring it up to say that I said that to say this, as a sexual predator, when you look at the definition of a sexual predator, this person has a sickness. So they're going to look for the most vulnerable, persons that they can victimize. You understand? Yes, these are grown men, and I'm pretty sure they don't feel like they're being victimized. They feel like heaven has opened its doors. Because these guys got all these numbers, they doing all these numbers, man, and this is a dream come true to them. Especially this chick was a nice looking chick. She was 27 years old. She was a nice looking chick and everything, but she took that job, just like a lot of them do. They take sometimes sexual predators such as her. They take jobs like teachers, PE coaches, things like that. Where they know that they're gonna come across people that are, that they're gonna be over. That they have to listen to them. The people that they're gonna be coaching, the kids that they're gonna be coaching and things like that. Or in this case, the prisoners that have to answer to them. These type of things, that these type of people at their disposal. And they take advantage of those type of situations. I mean, just look at it, man. Like this chick here in particular. This chick was coming to work. It got so serious to where this chick had to literally cut a hole in her uniform pants so the guy could have easy access to her body. You understand what I'm saying? This chick went as far as to have sex openly in front of 11 other inmates. You understand? So, to me, for her to get that buck wild, that prison should be investigated. You know, for her to think that she could actually have sex with this guy in front of all of these prisoners and it don't get back to nobody, that tells me a lot about that particular prison. You know, and I'm pretty sure they did investigate that prison, but from the looks of it, nobody went down but her. Um, yeah, man, and they also said that even after she got caught, she ended up doing like 7 months. You know, she got 7 months and 2 years on probation. You know, even after she got fired and things like that, she still was in touch with the guy. You know, so I mean, it's just a lustful thing. You know, we see a lot of guys in the news and stuff about, you know, the media likes to show these type of situations where they got a lot of men out here doing a lot of things like that, which they do have them, but they don't really show the other side of the equation. They have some women that are pedophiles and sexual predators also. Believe that. You know, you had a lady a couple of years back, she ended up getting 22 years for having sex with 3 of her students at a high school academy. You know, but with that, like, her lawyer was trying to stress this, you know, that there's studies that prove that women, supposedly prove that women they do these type of things out of for emotional reasons. And it's not that they're sexual predators. You know, that was the case that he was trying to plead, you know, which it didn't work because obviously she got 20 something years. And with that, I believe she's probably going to have to walk down at least 13 years of that sentence. You know? But, yeah, man, I mean, you know, you got cases, man, you got to think about that. Something as fragile as a female, especially a female like that, you know, you got to question that out the gate. Like I said, I like to live in reality. Why would a chick like that want to go and work in a prison? You know, I tell you why. You got guys up in there working out 24/7. They prisoners. They made a mistake in life. Some of them are degenerates. Some of them evil-minded people and things like this. All that. But that still doesn't change the fact that they are attractive to women. They still attractive. Same thing in women prison. They have women that's still up in there that's attractive. These people just made a mistake in their life. That don't make them instant monsters. That don't make them unattractive. So these are still human beings. You understand? And like I say, with a sexual predator, they gonna eat that up. Vulnerability. That's what they looking for. They looking for people that can't go nowhere. These prisoners can't go nowhere. They stuck. They gonna be here 24/7. You know? So she said she was going through some things in a marriage. You know, that was her excuse. And there go your emotional part. You know, and that was her excuse that she gave herself. You know, it didn't get out of trouble, but she did get a very lenient sentence. You know, if the tables would have been turned and it would have been a male, I guarantee that guy would have got 60 something goddamn years. You understand? Because you had those type of cases. But you know, this is, to me, man, this is a case that really shows you. It really proves that, man, women do the same type of things, you know. Women lust after men the same way men lust after women, you know. These type of women, man, they get these jobs so they can, look at these guys and lust over these guys and have a whole relationship going with these guys. You know, they have a whole family back home, husband, kids, whatever. You know, like this chick, I think she had like 2 kids, you know. She was getting divorced probably because of the things that her husband probably was feeling, you know. He probably felt that she was doing. He probably knew a couple of things that was happening, you know. But he figured, hey, the guy ain't never getting out or whatever like that. Ain't too much he got to worry about. And he just let the shit, he just let it get too far out of hand. And yeah, man. You know, but I always question that. You know, you know, chicks that's going and signing up to work in a prison around grown ass men. You know, they got to count these guys. They even had to pat these guys down when they come from child hall and shit like that when they coming from eating. You know, you know, you gotta count them. You know, on some of them lines and stuff, them dorms they in. You know, they got roll call every morning. You know, and they gotta count them. What you think them dudes doing, man? What you think them dudes got on? They know a chick coming up in them. Man, these niggas about to be damn near naked. You know what I'm saying? When they know she coming through there. You know, and she counting them. You know, so you exposed. You know, and she took that job on. Like I said, man, I deal with reality. You know, so I mean, shit was crazy, man. This chick had sex with this dude in front of 11 other inmates. 11 other inmates, man. They got cameras and everything in these prisons now. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, you got to think about the mindset. Like, this chick was wilding. This chick she was completely out of body. Like, so for her to feel that way, she had to be getting away with this for so long, you know, to where, you know, she done seen other officers do this, probably way before she even got the job, you know. Ain't no telling what this chick was doing, man. And you know, she only got 7 months. I mean, I don't know. I look at the situation like this, God forbid if I was locked up and for that type of time and a female CO, I connected, hooked up with a female CO. I mean, I don't see no wrong. I know the guy doesn't feel like he was victimized. I don't feel like the guy was victimized. I feel like he was blessed. You understand? But the law is the law. She took that job and she took an oath. So she was wrong for that. But for her to get 7 months, I can't say that, oh, she should have got more. But I do feel that, like, if it was a guy, he would have got way more time than that. But what she did was wrong in the eyes of the law, because a lot of other things could have came out of that. Like her giving them phone and liquor and stuff like that. That could have caused other things to happen, and other people, loved ones in the jail could have got hurt. Dude could have been drunk and just start beating on somebody else's loved one or something, you got gambling going on. He could have been selling that liquor to some guys that couldn't pay him back. Bingo, dude, he could have ended up stabbing the guy or something like that. So chain reaction from that, from that standpoint. She could have been causing a lot of things to happen that wouldn't have happened had she not been having sex with this guy and had that obligation to him. But I mean, she got her 7 months. She basically gonna be a felon, and that basically ruined her career. She's still kind of young. She probably, she gonna have to think about other ways that she can make income now. I mean, with what she did, and from the looks of her, she probably be on OnlyFans or something like that. They say she had like an Instagram page already, and she used to be showing a little something anyway. So I'm pretty sure she'll find a way. She gonna use what she have to make a few dollars. But yeah, guys, I mean, y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all comment on what y'all think about how y'all feel about female COs, correctional officers working in prisons. What do you think their intentions are, for seeking that type of employment? What do you think about male coaches coaching female volleyball teams, female basketball teams, you know what I mean? Male PE coaches, coaching female volleyball teams, and like female coaches, PE coaches and stuff, or female, you know, uh, any type of situation like that, where they could be around people that are vulnerable, the opposite sex. What do y'all think about that? Should that be allowed? I know cases where, like, even when I was in high school, I know cases where they had young coaches, guys that was like in the early 20s that was coaching young girls. You know what I mean? That's a lot of temptation for a guy that young. He may be like 21. These girls are 17, 18 years old. You know how many times it came out? One of the coaches back when I was in high school ended up going to jail. At 2 different high schools I went to for messing with the goddamn girls. So, I mean, y'all tell me what y'all think about that, man. But till next time, guys, it's been real. I'm Will, and I'm just trying to get y'all to think about it. Peace.